everyone, welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica, and today I will be doing a Wip Chat. If you're new here and you don't know what Wip stands for, it stands for Work in Progress, and what that means is that you can bring out your own things like whips, or you could do things like chores, or you can drive around, or just sit on the couch doing absolutely nothing while you listen to me ramble what's been going on in my week. I'm currently working on Totem Phoenix. Let me pull this over here. By Vionet from Oraloa. Excuse me. It is a 50 by 70 centimeter canvas, and I have been working on it for a couple weeks, but on and off with a couple other projects kind of sprinkled in. So I am barely into, almost done with the second row. So got these two sections left to work on. So let me get this. I already pulled out the first color that I'm going to use. Hopefully I'm not going to sniffle too much. I think I'm kind of coming down with a cold. I'm hoping I'm not. But you never know. It's that time of the year with the when you have 3 kids who come home with all sorts of germs and stuff. I'm hoping not. I've been trying to stay well. But yes, I hope you guys are doing well today. It's been kind of lazy today, to be honest. I have been sleeping for the most part, and I finally got my butt up and upstairs to start working on this video. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, that's a lie. I know what's wrong. I'm still in a lot of stages of being just extremely tired. So I haven't ate anything. So hopefully my stomach doesn't start growling. Keep your fingers crossed. And I am not being the best being healthy today. I have a 0 sugar root beer next to me to drink instead of like coffee or water. So it's like, I know after my Whip Chat, I'm going to be like, okay, I need to find something to eat. And it'll probably be a salad. It's been a salad the last few weeks where I'm in what I've been eating for lunch. But yes, I hope you guys are doing well today. Let's see. It has been it's been like just things have been all over the place. It's been feeling I've been feeling a lot of emotions the last week. So I guess one of the things I can kind of rewind back to is a couple of days ago it was my daughter's 13th birthday. I am so sad. I mean, like, I can't believe this kid has turned 13, and it's just so celebrating that over the weekend with her friends and everything. And I stayed home with her brother and sister because she just wanted to go out with just her friends. So it came down to just a friend. Unfortunately, one of the she was allowed to invite 2 people, but her other friend did not get permission from her parents to go, and this was the same friend she wanted to also do a sleepover later that night. So it was like kind of disappointing, but I get it. But yeah, that Saturday was just was busy from start to finish. We woke up early because my husband needed to get an oil change in the car, so he got Nicole up and they went to go do that, and he got her coffee. She was so excited because, she always loves getting coffee. She can be bribed with coffee and boba. Those are her 2 things. And so he got her boba. Well, not boba, but coffee. Sorry. And then they got the car oil change, and then they went to Publix to pick up a cake because I apologized to Nicole and said that I'm still not 100% on being able to make cake, and I know she wanted to, me to make a chocolate cake, but it wasn't going to happen this year. But next year, if she's up for that, I will definitely be making her that cake. So she got to pick out a cake while she was over at Publix, and everything. So she was like so excited about that. And then they came on home after that, and we all prepped a lunch for her to get ready, so she wouldn't be too hungry when she went out with her friend. Um, but yeah, she was being the normal teenager bit where she stayed in her room. She just stays in her room. She's on the phone. She's just that's her thing. And I mean, like, one point it's like, yeah, I get it. But then the other is like, come on, hang out with your family. Although that did backfire with me on me earlier in the week, which I will get into. Um, but yeah, so Saturday. I'm still talking about this the Saturday. I'll probably be bouncing all over the place. So, um, but yeah, she got to go with one of her friends, and one of her friends came right after lunch. And my husband took them out to go playing at this arcade place, and then afterwards they went out for sushi. So it was exciting. Of course, my son was very upset because he wanted sushi as well, and Jana just couldn't care less. She's like, whatever, I don't care about sushi. But I was looking at the menu, and I went, well, they have hibachi shrimp. Do you think you can pick that up for Jana? Because he did say he was going to bring home some sushi for Michael. So I was like, okay, can you also bring this for home for Jana? He's like, yeah, sure. So they were pretty much gone almost all day. Like, and they were gone all morning, home during the afternoon, and then gone almost all evening. So, which was funny because last week, Nicole was celebrating that friend's birthday because his birthday was he turned 13 the week prior. So, and he always holds it above her head about the fact that he's a week older. She holds it above his head that she's always taller than him. It's a thing. um, so yeah, she enjoyed her almost birthday thing because she wasn't officially 13 just yet. um, but yeah, she got to have all that, and her friend was like going on about how good all the food was and everything. And I'm sure my husband's like, ugh, the price, the bill. um, but yeah, so he stayed a little bit after we got home. We offered to take him home, but his mom said she'll come and pick him up, which she did, like, close around 8ish, I would say. So they got to spend some time and laugh. We were trying to convince Nicole, hey, why don't you go play Mario Party or something like that, so he's not so bored. And she's just like, nah, he doesn't want to do that. And it looked like he did. So, but whatever. It's I'm trying to be a good host. But we did give him. We didn't do the cake bit. We were saving that for my in-laws the next day. But we had cookies and stuff like that. So he got to have these black and white cookies, which I thought they were. I wasn't as fond of them because they were kind of spongy type cookies, and I'm not a big fan of them. They were almost like cakes instead of sponge. I mean, instead of cookies. Sorry. So it's just like, I'm not the biggest fan of this. So, but I guess before I get into Nicole's actual birthday, we're gonna kind of set things back a little bit more. So you guys know about the Boba Kitty unboxing that I did. Was it last week or the week prior? I think it was the week prior. Well, yeah, it had to be the week prior because I was working on it last week. So I decided once I opened it that I was going to work on that and make it as a unofficial kind of birthday gift for Nicole, because like I said, she's a big fan of boa. She also loves kittens and stuff like that. So I've been working on this in my downtime, like not my downtime, like on Nicole when Nicole's in school. So every time she's in school, I have it pulled out and I'm working on it. And then when she comes home, it gets slid in the back of the light pad. And then I'm working on an oraloa kit, or I'm working on the Jaded Mystery kit. I've been working on that a little bit too much more because I'm obsessed with it. Plus, I want to finish it before the official end of winter. So I've been wanting to get done with that. So this has kind of been put to the side, which is okay because, the Lunar New Year DP along isn't done until the end, like close to the end of February. So I have more time to work on this precious thing. I know I'm weird. I'm sorry, but I still have plenty of time to work on this. So I mean, like kind of alternating between everything. So but yeah. So last week it was Monday, we had no school. It was like, obviously, because Martin Luther King Day. So no school, and the kids kind of stayed home, and we we were kind of getting things ready because last week was also when Michael and Jaina were supposed to do swimming lessons. They their school got a contact with the YMCA in the area to kind of go and do swimming, which I thought was kind of cool, even though it was so cold last week. It's funny because now it's in the 60s, and I think tomorrow's going to be a high of 68. I'm sure Mackenzie is going to be like, what the heck, Jessica? Because all of last week, it did not touch 32 degrees at all. Like, it did not go to that as the high. It was like, I think there was one day where the high was 26, feeling like 19 or something like that. It was freezing. I was not a happy camper. completely different now because it's a lot warmer. I'm enjoying it. Although I wouldn't complain if there was snow. But speaking of, so we had that whole winter storm that was coming through, and it was kind of up in the air if our area was going to get it, if it wasn't. There was different modules because it's just like it's always funny. It always hits north of us or south of us, and it did it again. And it was so funny. I was sending pictures like of my actual location to just close friends, and I'm like, look, there's just a big hole. It's like it's surrounding us, but not here. I'm like, it doesn't like us. I feel like I'm the snow repellent, but no, there's some actual science to why. My husband sent me a link to explaining it, but it's still, I kind of joke around saying that I'm the reason for no snow because it was snowing a bit before I moved here. Like, not all the time, but it did snow, like when the first year I moved in, there was snow on my birthday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it snows here. I love it, and I was sold. And I always kept telling everyone who would listen that my husband tricked me. But anyway, so, Monday, no school. Okay, I can't work on the boba kitty. That's understandable. Tuesday, they go to school. Nicole was supposed to have after school band practice, and that got canceled. And it was like, okay, so that everyone was being brought in, and they were talking about how there was going to be snow that afternoon, and I'm just like chuckling, going, yeah, when I see it, like that. And then they said that they were going to do a 2-hour delay on Wednesday. I'm like, okay. Makes no sense, but whatever. So they said 2 hours delay. I'm like, okay. And then later on in the evening, they go, you know what? We change our minds. School's closed for the day. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. School's closed for the day. It wasn't even an e-learning day. So it's going to be a makeup day on one of their during the weeks off, like they have that's coming up in February. They have a week off. The Monday will be an e-learning day. I'm like, oh, because we have plans for that. So now it's like, okay, what are we going to do? So, so Wednesday they were home all day. I couldn't do Boba Kitty at all. And then I'm like, okay, well, she stays upstairs in her room. I can keep an ear out. I'll have my headphones off. I'll just keep an ear for her because I can hear her when she comes downstairs. Perfect plan, right? No. No. No, she decides that day of all days is when she wants to actually hang out with her family, which, I'm not going to complain about. Like I said, well, I'm complaining a little bit. I'm sorry. But I was just like, of course, of today, of all days, you come downstairs. Why? And she goes, I want to hang out. So she has her laptop, and she's right by the space heater, which is right next to our office. So I can't pull out Boba Kitty. I'm like, I need to be done. I can't. I'm like still a little over halfway finished with it. I still need to work on it some more. There's a lot of color blocking, but I need to take small breaks here and there. And I was just like, I was. I was not in a good mood, to be honest. Especially since I'm looking outside and the snow's mostly melted. There was some snow that came down on Tuesday night. There was not a lot. It was like where you could, pretty much write your name in the snow, like with a finger, and that's it. And you'll see, that it was laughable. So I was like, okay, all right, I won't work on this. And I just kind of spent my time working on my Oraloa kit and everything. I haven't opened up the mystery one. And then and then she just stayed downstairs. And then I get the news that there's going to be a 1 hour delay on Thursday. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then at that point, when Nicole went upstairs, excuse me, when Nicole went upstairs to go to sleep, I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Usually I would wait till she's in school because in case she would come downstairs in the middle of the night and stuff like that. I'm like, nope, we're gonna work on this. So I did not wear my headphones at all, kept my ears out to listen, and I worked on Boba Kitty hard, until I think I finished it either Thursday morning or Friday. So I was done with it and was like, okay. And just in time too, because the picture frame came in. So yeah, that's why I was like, I was so agitated. It was so funny. But it's humorous because it's just like she never comes downstairs, and it's just like she had a sixth sense of I should come downstairs and just bother my parents and stuff. So let's see. So that was pretty much most of last week. I had to entertain the kids since they were stuck at home for the most part. And the swimming lessons that the kids had, they got canceled. They only went in for one day, Tuesday, and then they were canceled for a week. They're rescheduling them for sometime in the future, so a few months down the road. They said that that's gonna still happen. So hopefully the swimsuits that I just bought them, they do not outgrow. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for that. And then I got really exciting news about Michael. So both Michael and Jana participated in the spelling bee, and Michael got 5th place. He was it was really exciting. So he was we were all really proud. We're proud of both of them, but we were really proud. And I was like, okay, well, that's that. He hit 5th, and that's it. And I was reading that only the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place winners will continue on. Instead, I got an email. I got an email. I want to say, trying to think. It doesn't matter what day. Anyway, I got an email, and they said that they gave him a permission slip because he is actually going to go into the district. So I don't know if someone like in the 2nd and 3rd place decided not to go or what, or if they decided to let 1st through 5th place winners go. But either way, he's going to go higher up in the spelling bee. So that's exciting. I'm like, wow. So he's now training to, he's now like practicing his words and everything. Jana's helping him out, and they've been practicing together. And Jana was like thinking she'll try again next year. I'm like, you can always try. There's no harm in trying. So, but it was kind of funny because um, his teachers and stuff were like saying, "Oh, if he, he did a really good job next year, he'll definitely get to go into district." And now he's going into the district this year. Don't know when, but we'll find out sometime in the future. So. And you probably, if you heard my husband sneeze, I apologize. He's like, the voice echoes through the halls. But yeah, it's just so we had to get through all of that. So that was just doing with all that. And then Sunday comes around, like, so the kids, I'm kind of getting tired, like, because it's like literally no school, school, no school, school, and then, well, part school and then school, and then it's like no school, no school, and then the week prior there was like a 4-day weekend too. So it's just like I'm kind of tired. I'm like, let's go start pushing back to school. um kind of need a little bit of a breather, especially for me. I get tired easy. But when Sunday comes around, after I was surprised that Nicole did not sleep in on Sunday like she normally does for her birthday. And it was so funny because Michael and Jana, they come into our rooms on Sunday, sorry, on Sunday, like, so her actual birthday, they come into our rooms going, "We're hungry, feed us, we're so starving," and we're like, "What time is it?" And then Michael, for some reason, like, I guess the clock is running, like, is we're gonna have to replace the batteries. He says it's 9. It was like 9:18. I'm like, "Wait, what?" And I go and grab my phone, and it's 8:05, and I'm like, "No." I'm like, "You guys can go grab a little bit of a snack or something, and you can wait," because we always eat later on the weekends, and I always go, "Just grab yourself a snack, be it banana, grapes, oranges, apples, whatever fruit's available. Just grab it, Don't grab any of the crackers, anything. That's like daytime snacky." um, but yeah, so I was surprised with Nicole, hearing her come out like 30 minutes later out of her room, and then she goes to the bathroom, right? And all of a sudden I hear Michael and Jana whispering outside of the in the hallway, and it was just like, what are they doing? And they were waiting for the perfect moment. So when Nicole opened the bathroom door, they immediately start going, "Happy birthday!" It scared her. She was so scared, and usually could be taken two ways, because she's the way she is right now is she'll laugh or she'll get really upset and angry. Thankfully, we went with the laugh option. But then she comes into our room and goes, "Mother, Father, I am a teenager now. I know everything." I'm like, "No, you don't. You don't know everything. You don't know." But no, it was just like funny, like how she was like going on about how, she can do all this stuff now, because, her Google accounts have changed, and she can do this and this now. And I'm like, slow down, slow yourself. We had to talk about the dangers. And I still have her phone on like supervision mode. I'm not taking that off. She's still too young to not have supervision mode, in my opinion. It's nothing that won't block anything, but it will tell me if she's visiting malicious sites and stuff like that, and we can have talks about if her friends are bullying her and things like that. So but she she came downstairs for a breakfast, a birthday breakfast, and then she stayed upstairs in her room until her Nana and Papa came down. I was like, "Kid," but she did come downstairs for a couple of times to hang out with us and everything. But she wanted to. All of her friends was calling and wishing her a happy birthday and everything. And my husband was doing something really sweet for her. I'm trying to find this one color, and I can't find it. We'll go with this one instead, since I see this symbol. But her friends were all wanting to wish her a happy birthday and everything. But my husband made a really delicious meal for all of us. He surprised her by making ribs. It's one of her favorite foods besides steak. She loves ribs, and she didn't ask that for as her birthday dinner. But I know it would have been like it would have been, she would have chose between steak or ribs. It's always that. um, but when he said, I'm going to smoke them, because he got a smoker for Christmas. So she was really excited. So around lunchtime, he started smoking the ribs, and that's when she started hanging around the house again, like downstairs, like, sniffing around and everything. Like, just like, food. I'm like, all right, my little shark, move on, move on. And it was funny because, like, where I hid the Boba Kitty area frame, like I put it like up in the kitchen where she can't see it. And it was funny because she kept passing it all the time. But yeah, she was literally like a shark, just like constantly whenever my husband goes outside to check up on the smoker, to change out the wood chips and stuff like that. She was like right there behind him going, is it done yet? Is it done? It's like, no, not yet. Calm down, kid. Calm yourself. And so yeah, so she enjoyed her birthday quite a bit. It wasn't a really big thing, but she was enjoyed it nevertheless. I gave her most of her birthday gifts the day before, especially since she was going to be hanging out with friends. So for Christmas, she got this little printer to print out photos and things like that from her phone. So I basically got her a refill of that, like over 100 sheets refill, which I'm sure she is going to blow through it in the next week or two. But I was like, you're going to want this because you're going to want to take pictures. And she goes, I can't take pictures. I'm like, you're going to want to take pictures. And so I gave her gave her present, and she's like, I'm going to want to take pictures. I'm like, see, I know you. So she was taking a lot of pictures and printing a lot of pictures for her and her friends. So yeah, she was excited about that, and she got makeup from me and also from her friends. Her friends sent her some makeup. I'm like, oh, it was really cute. Like her best friend that lives all the way up in Ohio, basically mailed her a birthday gift, and it was really, like I said, it was really really sweet. Let's see. Oh, there wasn't much of that color. Okay. um. But yeah, and then we kind of watched a series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix. So to have some nice little background noise, and we just all kind of hang out and talked and everything like that. All right, let's see if I can find this color. There we go. Here we go. And then of course the topic goes to, well, what are you going to do for your birthday? Because if you guys don't know, my birthday and my daughter's birthday were 6 days apart. I had her literally 6 days before my 25th birthday. So, and all right, let's see. Okay, table. You don't need to keep moving on me. Goodness. So yeah. So I had her 6 days before my 25th. I said she was one of my biggest gifts that I ever had. But I was like, no, we can't do anything, just because one of the things is this whole thing was a little expensive for Nicole. It was her 13th birthday, so I don't want to celebrate mine, with everything that's going on. I was like, we're gonna postpone my birthday. We're gonna postpone it a bit later on, and I don't know when that's going to happen, because in April, my twins, right, Michael and Jaina, they're no longer going to be in the single digits, so it's an important birthday for them. They're turning 10, and I mean, like, that's nuts. And then of course, we can't do anything in February, because my birthday's in February. It's on the 1st, and So month of February is gone, but then March comes up. But that's my husband and I anniversary. We celebrate that every year. We never really celebrate Valentine's Day, but we do celebrate March. So that's out, and then of course April comes the twins, and then it's like I got something to do in May and June. So it's like I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna really celebrate my birthday. My husband doesn't know this, but I'm gonna just push it as far as we can because it's not worth it. I don't have as a big important birthday as the kids do right now. Next year we can do something. It's still not an important birthday next year, but whatever. Um, but yeah, it's just meh. So my dreams of the cabin, having a cabin, having a fireplace, and it's snowing, kind of is gone right now. Hopefully, maybe next year. Cross your fingers. But yeah, we have to save money for everything. So with all the bills, and plus we're still trying to figure out if insurance is going to be covering the the damages that we have downstairs from the electrician. That's still ongoing, by the way. And so we're gonna have to save money for that. Whee! So it's just like it's whatever. So but it's okay. It's not a big deal. But let's see. Some things that have been happening because I think this is going to be definitely a shorter whip and chat. That's okay. But some things that have been happening around the. I've been wanting to tell you this, and I never know how to ever segue into it. So there's been a funny thing that's been happening around our household for a few months now, and it's just been kind of a random thing. Like one day after my doctor's appointments, I was just like, there's just so many Jeeps. I just like, have you noticed the amount of Jeeps have gone up? And at first my husband's like, nah. And I was just like, no, look, there's a Jeep, there's a Jeep, there's a Jeep. It's just like, and then things that I call abominations because I do not think they should be on the road. And it's just a Jeep type truck. It's just one of those trucks, that you cannot tell that it's a truck. You think it's a Jeep until you fully pass it, and it's like, oh, it's one of those. I hate them with passion. I will go into a rant. If you let me, I will rant about them. I'm like, I will go on a tangent, and I'm not going to, don't worry. but it's funny because like I've been pointing out the fact that there's like Jeeps and stuff like that, and we haven't been able to count them or anything like that. So like my husband decided to kind of do a funny little haha gift for me for Christmas, and he bought me Jeep socks. So he got socks that have Jeeps all over it. Fortunately, they're too tiny for me. They're like tight, so I gave them to Nicole. But he also got me a clicker. So so basically now I when we drive, I just click every time we see a Jeep. And it's like funny because in the morning, a lot of times the number is 20 Jeeps. When we get back home from taking the kids to school and back, it's 20. And I told him, I told you the number of Jeeps are increasing in this area. And it's just become such a silly joke now. It's something that the kids like to join in and everything. Like they'll yell out Jeep, every time when they see one. And it's just like, and they want to use the clicker as well, so it's like sometimes I'll let them have it and they'll get to use it. But yeah, it's become such a family thing. I feel so silly saying it, but at the same time, it's something fun. It's innocent. It's nothing harmful towards it. It's just counting the number of Jeeps that are around. And there's nothing wrong with Jeeps in general. The only thing that I hate is those trucks. But like overall, there's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's funny. I don't know. I don't know why my brain went to like just pick on those. But But yeah, that's something that's been going on in our household for quite some time. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for to bring that with you. um and then let's see. So some other things that I've been dealing with is I've made a Spotify account. Finally broke down and made a Spotify account. I've been kind of obsessed with listening to Epic the musical. So kind of was like, okay, I'm tired of pulling it up on YouTube. I want to just have the playlist whenever I want to listen to it. So I got myself a Spotify account, and I have been listening to that nonstop. It's almost every day. I've annoyed the kids. I know it. I've annoyed the kids. I have annoyed my husband. So I like just pop my headphones on and just listen to that instead. But I feel bad. But it's just like I cannot get the songs out of my head. Like it's 40 songs, and I'm just like it's constantly repeating in my head. I'll get tired of it eventually. I usually do. I did this with Six, the musical. I did this with Hamilton. I did this with let's see, a couple other musicals like Wicked and stuff like that. I will just be in a mood where I have to listen to the entire thing over and over and over again. And it would be so cool though if Epic the musical does somehow like go on production or something like that, because it's just a guy who made all the songs and had people sing the songs and everything, and it was just like it's not actually like a Broadway kind of thing, but it would be really nice if it became one. um but yeah, I've been listening to that nonstop. And then like uh so if I'm not on Spotify, I'm usually on Twitch, and I'm usually listening to one of my favorite streamers because he makes me laugh all the time. It's nice background noise to have, but most of the time I have to listen to him when the kids aren't around. So um, especially if they play games like Jackbox and stuff like that. It's like, I can't have the kids see all this raunchiness. So I'll usually wait till they're in bed and I'll watch the VODs and stuff like that instead. But I always get a kick watching his stuff. It always makes me laugh, and I need that laughter sometimes. um, but yeah, that's some of the stuff that's been going on in my life, and then like some of the games I've been playing. I'm still playing WoW. I've started. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I've been back into WoW. Slowly but surely getting some of this, getting into it again. Gotten been doing a lot of things called delves. They're kind of like dungeons. Um, and I've been doing a lot of that with my husband. He and I have been doing a couple of delves every week or so, and then like I like to do quests and stuff like that. It's just sometimes where I just like I don't feel like getting on happens, and then I don't go on for a while. So I'm gonna try and get on today. I think I am going to try and get on today because it's a Tuesday, so the vault is open. I want to see what kind of loot I have. So definitely be doing that, but a lot of times because I'm at my computer, I'm usually working downstairs, so I'm not up here any as much as I used to be, because what usually happens before was I was upstairs, and then I had not an iPad, a tablet over here, and I would just watch YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that while I would diamond paint. Now that I'm downstairs, for the most part, like I stay downstairs a lot, I'm at my computer, so it's easy to get all my stuff that I need. And if I feel like I need a break from diamond painting or something, I can like stop and go and focus on something else. So one of the things I have at my computer, I have up all the time whenever it's on, is something called Poke Clicker. So it's like it's Pokemon, but like I don't know if you guys know like things like Cookie Clicker and stuff like that. It's a clicking type game. So I've been playing this for about 2 months now, I think. I think so, and I've been like just like leveling. So you're only like they start you off at the first area, and then you go into the new regions and stuff like that. But you have to catch all the Pokemon, so even the legendaries. So, which isn't hard to do, but it takes time. It takes time, and yeah, you have to use you have to click really fast to do the battles and stuff. I got an auto clicker. My husband did a macro for me, so that way I can just let it run when I'm at my computer. I don't like letting it run whenever I'm away from my computer, so I let the auto clicker run when I'm right there, like on when I'm just to get through through areas faster, because what I'm doing is catching a bunch of Pokemon too, and it's supposed to help with your EV levels and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just obsessed with it. It's just like I'm trying to get all the shinies, all the shinies. But it's a nice background type game, so I don't have to. If I want to put a lot more focus on it, I can. If I just want to just let it chill in the background, I can. There's been times where I would sit there and if I don't feel like diamond painting, I will just try to mutate berries. I'll be on the little farm area and just try and mutate berries instead to get different types of berries. So it's kind of interesting. I'm enjoying it. But I noticed like the kids walk into the office and they're like, "Pokey clicker again." I'm like, "Yes, I know." And it's just like, leave me be to my obsessions. I'll eventually get tired of it. And then I'll circle around later on. But oh, oh, before I'll stop talking and get off here. So something to talk about is we surprised my daughter. So we surprised our oldest because all the kids now love to play Fortnite. I don't know why I said yes, but they all play Fortnite now. Michael's not the most enthused about it. He plays when everyone else is playing, but if it's just by himself, he won't play it. He'll play other games instead. But Nicole, she's gotten really into it along with Jaina. So Nicole has been begging us for V-Bucks and over and over and over, and we're like, no, you don't need V-Bucks. And my husband kind of pointed out like it's no different than me buying a pet or a mount or cosmetic stuff in WoW. Which I'm like, true, but I've put a lot of time in this game before I started buying that stuff. She's only been playing Fortnite since Christmas Day. but she's been obsessed about wanting to get this Miku skin. And she's like begging and begging and begging. We're like, no, we're not doing that. Well, as I'm on the phone with my dad of the day of her birthday, she's downstairs, playing Fortnite, and then I'm just like, yeah, we told her she's not gonna get V-Bucks for her birthday, and I'm just like kind of looking at my husband, and has her account pulled up and he's putting V-Bucks in her account as I'm speaking this. So it's funny because she's thinking we're still saying no. And then like after I get off the phone, she's like, "Can I go play Fortnite?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And it was so funny because you can hear the silence. And then it's like, "Did you do this?" Immediately squeals that she got to get her bundles, her Miku bundles and everything. So apparently, best present ever. Who cares about my Boba Kitty? No, in all seriousness, she was so excited, and we were glad to do that. We was like, we're not going to be doing this too often because no, but things like birthdays, Christmas, special occasions, okay, but it's not going to be an everyday thing. But I'm kind of curious if I can bribe Jaina to do homework and chores in exchange for V-Bucks. Because maybe I might get might get her to be a little bit motivated. It's hard to get her motivated, but that's okay. But yeah, that's what's been going on in this house. Just a lot of craziness, just a lot of randomness. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!